Hey guys. Okay, so we've been talking about the Ray Down, which is a way to lose weight and how to do it, how effective it is. And so far, like this is day 9, and I have lost 7 pounds thus far. And how it's done is you only eat when you're hungry and you stop when you're satisfied and lightly full, because you don't want to feel stuffed. You know that makes you feel miserable. And in between the meals, in between your hunger, you drink either water or diet soda or unsweetened tea or just black coffee. Anything that's not sweetened or sugar or has cream in it or anything. Just plain stuff. But when you finally get to eat your meal, you can either have a soda or sweetened tea or cream and sugar in your coffee or even a glass of wine, whichever you would want with your meal. But the reason for to have nothing like that in between meals is so that it allows your body to recognize when it truly is hungry, because it uses up the glucose levels. And so therefore, when the glucose levels I'll get it out eventually. When the glucose levels are used up, the body starts to say it's hungry, and that's what you're looking for. Also, when you're eating a meal, kind of test around your plate. Take a bite of everything, and in between those bites, be sure to drink whatever it is that you've got to kind of wash that palate, and therefore you can judge which tastes best to you, and you eat the best, and you work your way down to the least favorite on your plate. That way, by the time you get to the least favorite, you should be pretty well full, and you don't have to worry about eating it. But you didn't miss out on what you like the most. Also, if you're getting ready to, like if there's dessert and you're starting to feel that slight fullness, go on ahead and stop with the meal. That way you can get a little bit of that dessert. And once again, slowly taste that dessert. Eventually your body will say that it's had enough of that as well. Take time out to taste your foods. Just taste it. And also, like for candies, take a small bite, kind of let it melt in your mouth, whatever. And what may be a large portion can turn out to be a very small portion, or maybe just a few pieces according to what it is that you're eating as a candy. Chips also, that's the other good thing. Like when you get hungry, whatever you've got the taste for. If it's just for a bowl of chips when you're hungry, that's what you got the taste for, go for it. Because if you've ever noticed, when you've got a taste for something and you go with something else, you find yourself eating over and over and over again, trying to satisfy that craving that you originally had. And there's no satisfaction, which means you've got too much on your stomach. It's going to take that much longer to digest. Your glucose levels is going to stay high. So it's better just going ahead and eat what you've got the taste for at that time when you get hungry. And that's pretty well it. The really cool thing about the Ray Down is it's very versatile. It will work with any weight loss plan that you're working with, whether it be keto or Mediterranean or paleo or whatever it's called. I've heard of different things. Or if it's vegetarian or vegan or a special diet from a doctor like low sodium or protein, what may it be? Unless, of course, that the doctor gives you a specific order that he wants you to eat every 2 hours or whatever, unless there's a specific order for you to eat. You can apply the Rae Down to whatever way you're trying to lose weight. If you've got this thing about eating any kind of junk food, don't eat it, and just use the Rae Down to allow yourself to discipline yourself so that you only eat when necessary. You only eat when necessary because, your body knows when it needs fuel. Don't add more fuel if it doesn't need it, Wait until it's ready for fuel. And like the Rae Down is a faith-based weight loss program, but it can also work for people that aren't Christians as well. But what I mean by faith-based is it is known through the writer of the Rae Down that, and I know this for fact, it's got a lot to do with binge eating, that a lot of times the way that we eat reflects on how empty we feel, not physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. How many of you are an emotion eater? When you're stressed out, or when you're hurt. See what I mean? So, eating when not necessary is you just trying to fill in that void, even if you're bored. Which I understand that boredom is also a spiritual thing. But I don't know about that. So, the way that Gwen Shamblin, who's the writer of the Rae Down, the way that she had put it was for you to fill your spirit man with God in place of food. So in other words, when you would start finding yourself craving something, go and pray. Just go on ahead and have a great talk with God. But like I said, if you're not a Christian, then get doing something. Go for a walk, get into painting, call a friend, anything that will distract you from food and you won't eat. And that's pretty well it. That's pretty well it. And like I said, this is day 9 and so far I've lost 7 pounds. So it works. It truly works. And I have got a few photos to share with you of other folks that use the Rae Down. And they've managed to do it. They've lost weight. They've lost quite a bit of weight. So you see, the Rae Down does work, and there's many more pictures than that. Many more. People has given submission of photos time and time and time again to the Rae Down Workshop. Even back in the 70s when the Rae Down Workshop was first wrote. And I have seen people testify of losing over 200 pounds, 145 pounds. It's not just small fry. This is big fry too. Big loss. So I am inviting you and encouraging you to do the Rae Down with me, no matter how you think you need to eat. No matter how you think you need to eat, no matter what it is that you think that you should eat when you eat. If you think that you need to cut out junk food, cut it out. If you think you need to cut out sugars, cut it out. It don't matter. You can still do the Rae Down, because the Rae Down doesn't give you any specific foods. The Rae Down works with any kind of food. Any. And that's the great thing of it. So just please join me. Go on ahead and join me in this weight loss journey. And if you've already been doing it with me these 9 days, awesome. Please share in the comments below how you're doing. I would love to hear how you're doing with your weight loss journey using the Rae Down. Anyway, I love you guys. You all are awesome and terrific. I greatly appreciate you. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Awesome. And if this is your first time viewing, please like, subscribe, and share. I would love to see you join my YouTube family and friends. As I said, you all are awesome, and I love you bunches. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next video, and you all have a great day.